Hello and welcome to this gentle Vinyasa flow class. It's an all-rounder aimed at strengthening the core muscles in particular, but also stretches out the rest of the body nicely. I hope you're going to enjoy it. We're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. So just sit on your heels for a moment, start to feel into the body. And then take your knees out wide, about as wide as the mat, toes touching, heels apart. And then just slowly lower down. And rest on your arms and elbows, forehead on the floor. And just settle down for a few breaths. And as we go through this flow, I invite you to keep an attitude of kindness and gratefulness towards yourself. And the enjoyment of the movement. Now lift up and place the knees underneath the hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers out wide. And we are just going to do a couple of cat-cows, nice slow breaths. Feeling into the movement of the spine. One more time. Come into a neutral position. Extend the right leg onto the floor with a bit of weight on the foot. And then lift that leg up in the opposite arm. Find your balance here in tiger pose. Navel towards the spine. And your leg not any higher than the hips. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, curl, take the elbow back and the nose and the knee together. Inhale, come back to tiger. And we'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Stay in tiger pose. And take your arm and leg out wide. Stay in this position for a moment. Come back to center. And replace and turn your right palm round to stretch out the wrist. Same on the other side. Extend the left leg. Some weight on the foot. Lift through your body. And then find your balance, tiger pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale, curl. Back to tiger. 2 more times. Finish in tiger pose. Take the arm and the leg out wide. Come back to center. And replace. Ease out the left wrist. And then extend your right foot again, extend the left foot, coming into plank pose now. So you really want to push the floor away here. And just rock backwards and forwards a tiny bit. Draw the navel towards the spine, look into the space in front of you. Now really activate your strength so you can lift your right leg up for a moment. Place it down and then the left leg up. Place it down, take the knees down, lower down to the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower. And push into downward facing dog. Walk out your legs. And then stay still. Maybe the knees a little bit bent so you really can push onto those hands. Stretch the shoulders, lengthen the back. And then start to move the knees back and the heels down. Couple of deep breaths. And then take the knees down and lower down to the floor again. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower. Back to downward facing dog. And now walk your feet forwards and come into a dangling position. Knees bend, body and head really heavy. Little easing out movements. Now lift your hands behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together and away from the ears. And then move the hands away from the body. Head a bit further down to the floor. And release the hands. Bend even more into your legs and rise up into chair pose. Navel towards the spine, back is straight. And from here carefully shift your weight onto the left foot to come into warrior 3. You can point backwards with the hands as an alternative. Take that right foot forwards again. Exhale. Step the right foot back, place the right knee down. Inhale, rise up, wide hands here. And exhale, take the hands down again, stepping back into plank. Finding a strong plank here, push the floor away with the hands. Now tap your right foot in and out a few times. And then the same with the other foot. Take the knees down, lower down to the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Stay like this. Close your legs now so they are close together. Link your hands behind you. Choose the non-habitual way this time. Draw the shoulder blades together and away from the ears. And as you inhale, lift up into locust. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift. And lower. Take your hands forwards and push into downward facing dog. Walk the feet forwards. Come into a dangling position. And then straighten your legs, straighten your body. So lift up. And as you exhale, fold down again. 2 more times. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Step your left foot back, place the knee down. Rise up, arms wide. And take the hands down, step back. Plank pose. Roll over onto your right foot. Come back to center, roll over to the left foot. And come back to center. Take the knees down, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Now as you push up, come into a cat pose. Take the knees in a bit, hands in a little bit. And then inhale into cow. And just 2 more times, exhaling cat, inhaling cow. Now tuck your toes under and briefly sit back on your heels. Maybe help those little toes round. If it's too painful, just sit on your heels for a moment. Reach up with your hands, just growing tall here for a moment. Hold your right wrist. Exhale to the left. Reach up again, hold the left wrist. Exhale to the right. Come back to center. Tap out those toes. And sit on the floor for our last pose, which is going to be caterpillar. So for this pose, we are letting go of any effort. Just checking that we feel really grounded on the sitting bones. The legs can be bent or the legs can be straight. As you inhale, lift your collarbone, lengthen through your body. As you exhale, just round down. Allow the body and the head, arms and shoulders to feel heavy and relaxed. And just take your awareness to the breath again. And to that sense of appreciation, kindness and gratefulness towards yourself, your body, a couple more nice deep releasing breaths. And then you just roll up really, really super slowly. Just to sit in Dandasana, staff pose briefly. So lengthen the legs now, push the heels away, toes pointing up. Arms are at the side of the body. Lift the collarbone, grow tall. And if you like, finish with a relaxation or a meditation. I for now say goodbye and see you next time.